Hello friends, it is Saturday, May 28th. We're having a 3-day weekend for the holiday on Monday, so I thought that I would do a short little reading vlog because I'm probably not going to be able to read very much. Yeah, I thought I was going to vlog and then, now I don't think I'm going to be able to read very much, so, I meant to start the vlog last night, but I got home from work and just really wanted to finish my ebook of Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher. And I loved this so much. I'm gonna give it 5 stars. I did kind of go a little back and forth because there were some things that I was kind of about towards the end. But this is a marriage of convenience, inheritance type situation. Declan is one of the brothers that their grandfather created the dreamland that's supposed to be kind of like Disney. And in order for him to become CEO, or in order for them all to become CEO, I'm still not quite sure how all of the technical stuff works on the inheritance thing. They all have certain things they have to do, and his is get married and have a baby. They don't really ever get to the have a baby portion, and I'm hoping that's because, it's kind of because once they get married, they kind of realize that they've always had these feelings for each other, because she was his assistant at work. So they've always kind of had these, I guess not really an attraction to each other, but some type of connection. I thought it was very sweet that there were things that she kept talking about him doing weirdly as a boss, and then finding out it was because she was dyslexic, so he looked up things to make it easier for her. He wanted everybody to use a certain font when they emailed, and there was something else that he did, because he looked it up that it would be easier for her to understand. And I thought that was so sweet. And it was when they were on their honeymoon. They were trying to have this conversation, and she was trying to tell him how she felt about always getting dragged to work and always having to give up her life for whatever he needed at work. And probably TMI, but this past week has been that time of the month, and there were some very bad pain days. So during during that scene, I was laying in bed on the heating pad trying to keep my whole lower body as still as possible, and I was just crying. But yeah, I thought this was very good. I loved this a lot. I need to figure out when book 3 comes out, because I don't know what that brother is gonna have to do. He's kind of I think he's the youngest. I think he's kind of the goofball one. So I'm interested to see what he's gonna have to do. So for other weekend reading plans, I did start, what's that book called? Wrecked by Emily McIntyre. I'll put the cover up. I think I only read 2 chapters last night before I fell asleep. So I think I'm going to try to get through a lot more of that if I have time to read on my phone. I do have two physical books that I've been trying to read for a couple of weeks now. Well, one for a couple of weeks and one for just last week. I started The Pool Boy by Nikki Sloan because she's supposed to be at Book Bonanza. And I got to page 105. I've read 9 chapters. And I'm so tired of the way this female main character, comments on her own body. Towards the beginning, she said something about the for the past couple of years. She had worked really hard. She'd lost all this weight. She finds her husband cheating. They get divorced. She gets a boob job she's wanted. And, like, that's great. That's fine. If you just set it up for, I don't know what, set it up for something. Like, that's fine. But I don't need every other page for her to be talking about her boobs and her boob job and being like, my husband never appreciated my boobs, but I didn't get a boob job for him. Or my husband never appreciated that I did all this work, but I didn't do it for him. Then why do you keep mentioning it? Because I'm so sick of hearing about it. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to keep going on this. Like I said, I think I've been trying to read this for 2 weeks. No, I guess it was last weekend. I just started it before I started the other one. I don't remember. But I may try to give this a little bit more option, like a little bit more of a chance. But I think the next time she says something about it, I may DNF out of anger. And then I also started reading Lighthouse Way by Kristin Probie. This one is supposed to be I don't even think it's a second chance romance. I think it's just they knew each other as kids, and now he's back in town. But let me show you. This is page 50, and they've already kissed and held hands and talked about how they just really, really have always liked each other. And I'm like, what are you gonna do in the next part to, like, make me believe that? Because I don't believe that on page 50. You can't just tell me you knew each other when you were little. Like, I need something. There was no... Like, there was a prologue of a pack when they were little, but, like, it didn't really show them together. So, yeah, I don't believe that they're, like... I believe that they're attracted to each other. I don't believe that they're, like, in love with each other. You know? Like, it's... But, like, they kind of think they are. Anyway, I don't know. I'm going to try to give both of those a little bit more of a shot this weekend. And we'll probably DNF some of it. I'm trying to think what else needs to happen this weekend. I need to edit my June TBR. If there's time, I want to try to film a few more videos. Like last week, I posted two videos and it felt really good. So I'm hoping that maybe that will keep going. But right now, I wonder if I can have that wrecked book. I wonder if it's got an audio portion. Well, no, because I can't listen to an audio. I was going to say, I've got to go cut up some fruit for a fruit tray. We're having like a family reunion with mom's side of the family today at lunch. And I'm just going to cut up some fruit for that while I watch F1 qualifying for Monaco. So I can't listen to an audiobook while I'm watching that. So, or I could, but I'm not going to. I like to hear what the drivers have to say when they, like, go to the mics. Anyway. That should be coming on in the next, probably, like, 20 minutes or so. So I guess I'm going to go watch that, and I will come back to give y'all an update when I have some reading done. Hey guys, it is Sunday afternoon. I was gonna update you earlier, but I was really trying to finish Hooked by Emily McIntyre. I think I called it Wrecked in the last time I talked to you. That was yesterday morning. I should have looked, but I think I did. But yeah, I actually read Hooked. So this was pretty good. I'm gonna give it 4 stars. It really, like, intrigued me. It had me reading. Like, I started it yesterday morning. I started it Friday night and read a couple of chapters. And then, I didn't get a chance to read any yesterday while I was watching F1 qualifying. And then we went to the family reunion. And then Mom and I came home, and I think both took, like, the best naps. I think I slept for, like, 2.5 hours yesterday afternoon. And then when I woke up, we went and did a little bit of shopping. And so I didn't read any more until last night. But, like, I read it all last night. Or I read it until probably, like, 11:30-ish. I was reading it and trying to watch the new Obi-Wan series on Disney Plus. And then when I woke up this morning, I woke up right before the F1 race was supposed to start, and then read it. They had a rain delay for over an hour, I think it was, and I read it all the way through that. And I was kind of still scrolling through it when I was, like, keeping an eye on the race. And yeah, I finished it a little bit ago. Had I rated this one right after I finished reading it, I probably would have rated it 5 stars. But I really think it was more of a 4-star. Like, I enjoyed it, and it was good, and it kept me intrigued. But nothing was really outstanding about it. Like, it's a dark romance. There was kidnapping. There were rival families. She was the daughter of one of his rivals. And then, like, it was kind of, I don't want to say predictable, but it was kind of, like, you could kind of tell where it was going. And even, maybe spoiler, I don't know. I didn't actually guess who the bad guy was, or who, like, the big bad guy was, but I could tell that something was up with that character. And you could kind of tell all the ones that were, like, working with him. You could kind of tell that something was up, and I didn't understand why somebody who was, like, Hook, the main guy, why he was so what's the word? So, like, intentional with what he was doing with, I forget her name, the main character. He was so intentional with things that he was doing with her and the plan revolving around her, but he wasn't, like, paying close enough attention to the people that, like, were around him, like, on a daily basis who were betraying him. So, like, that bugged me a lot. I thought it was super steamy. Probably one of the steamiest books that I've read in a while, actually. But it kind of started leaning more towards a BDSM type relationship, and then I don't think it ever quite got there. Yeah, but, like, it was good. I really enjoyed it. I will continue with the series at some point. I don't know that it will be right away, but, like, it was good. I enjoyed my time with it. As for right now, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't want to pick up the Pool Boy, and I don't want to pick up that Kristin Probie book. Because, like, I think because I know that I'm gonna get, like, something's gonna happen and I'm gonna DNF both of them. And so I feel like maybe I should just do that now and not even try it again. But I don't know. Waiting on my iPad to charge. Hopefully while I'm filming this clip, it's charged enough to let me edit my TBR that needs to go up tomorrow morning. Hey guys, it is a little bit later on Sunday. I had to go outside and do something, and I got all gross and sweaty, so I took a shower, and this is the situation that we're dealing with now. I did start reading on KU A Deal with the Devil by Elizabeth O'Rourke. She's a Book Bonanza author, and I've been seeing a lot about book 2. I think Mairead, I think that's who it was. I think it was Mairead at Mairead Lane. I'll leave her channel link down below. I think she's talked a lot about book 2 in the series. But since it's a Book Bonanza author, I wanted to start at the beginning. So this one is the main character has taken over her, like, best friend's job while he and his husband are going overseas to try to adopt a child. So she's working as the secretary assistant, however you want to look at it, to this grumpy plastic surgeon. And I'm really liking the way that that Elizabeth O'Rourke has written him, because we're only getting the one point of view from the main character. So, like, he's grumpy, but, like, he's kind of giving her, like, little inklings of his personality and why he's so grumpy. And I'm liking that because it's very intriguing and making me want to keep reading. Because a lot of the times when there's a grumpy hero, if there's not something, like, pulling me in, especially if we're not getting his point of view, I think that's what helps a lot for me with grumpy heroes. Excuse me. I think that something has to, like, keep me interested. Like, there has to be something else, you know? And I'm really liking the way that she's, like, sprinkled in little bits of his personality. Like, he's mentioned his parents a tiny bit, but then he, like, left her on a little, well, wait till I tell you about this. And yeah, really enjoying this so far. I am only about 15% into it, though. And I kind of want to know, like, there's a lot of tension between the main character and, like, something that was done to her by her ex. And then, like, she's talked to a sister who thinks she needs to forgive the ex. So I'm interested to see what's going on there. But yeah, I'm waiting for a pizza to cook in the oven. Or I'm waiting for the oven to preheat so I can put a pizza in it. I also found these drinks at Walmart. This is Olipop Classic Root Beer Sparkling Tonic. It tastes like a root beer, but it's like, I don't think it's a soda. I don't know. Like, this whole can is 35 calories for a root beer flavoring. I found it at Walmart. My Walmart only had the root beer, like a tropical punch, which I think I'm going to try tomorrow since it's, like, the holiday. I feel like that'll be, like, summery vibes. And then, I think it's a strawberry vanilla one. Maybe it's a cherry vanilla that I was hoping tasted kind of like a cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper, you know? But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm really, like, I actually think it was a strawberry vanilla. So I don't think that plan is going to work out the way that I wanted it to. But that's pretty good. I don't know, recommend, I guess. Tastes pretty good. Like, it tastes like the first couple of drinks, the first couple of sips, you could definitely tell that it wasn't quite root beer, but it does have that flavor to it, and I am enjoying it. So, I don't think there's anything on TV tonight. I want to try to find a movie to watch, maybe. But I'm definitely going to keep reading. I did decide to DNF The Pool Boy and Lighthouse Way. I know I've mentioned it a couple of times, and so y'all are probably not shocked by that. But I was trying to update my TBR shelves in my reading journal, and, like, that page is right next to my 2022 DNFs, so I just put them on there, and I was like, I'm done with it. We're going to call it. That's it for those. So, I think that's all of the update I have for you. Like I said, I'm probably going to wait until my pizza is done and then read a little bit more while I'm eating. So I'm going to find something to watch right now. Hey guys, so it is Monday. I'm going to go ahead and call it evening. I think it's about 6 o'clock. So I read A Deal with the Devil. I super enjoyed this. Like, as soon as I finished it, I went to the Book Bonanza Facebook group and checked to see if her pre-order was still up, and it was. So I ordered all 3 books in this series. The second one, which is the one that I had heard a lot about, and then there's a third one coming out. I think Goodreads said that it comes out at the end of June, but she did have it on her pre-order for July, so I went ahead and did it too. So any other Elizabeth, there's a hair there. Any other Elizabeth O'Rourke books I should check out, leave them for me down below, because I really, really, really liked this one. I loved the Grumpy Sunshine, and even though we were only getting one point of view, like we were only getting the main character's point of view, I really felt the draw to each other between her and the love interest. I loved it a lot. I gave it 5 stars. And then after I finished that this morning, and I wanted something like short and summery vibes. So I picked up The Beach by R.S. Gray, which I didn't know was, like, I knew it was a novella, but I didn't know it was connected to Dr. Dearest. It's like the brother and best friend from that one. Sorry, somebody's driving by with their bass like going loud. I didn't know what it was for a second. But I think Dr. Dearest was the last release from R.S. Gray that I read. And like, I feel like I stopped reading her because everything was so similar. But then like I read this novella and now I'm like, I kind of want to read more from her. So not today, but I may some point soon pick up some of her newer stuff. And then I did do a Book Bonanza pre-order from her for Her Royal Highness, whatever the one that was inspired by Disney was, by Disney World was. But yeah, I think I do want to read more R.S. Gray, even though I said I think I was done with her. Even though I think I said I was done with her. Yeah, this was a super cute novella. I gave it 4 stars. It didn't change my mind on novellas, because I do still wish there was more, like, depth to it, I guess. But I wanted something short. I wanted something summery. It hit all those boxes. I gave it 4 stars. And since then, I have started the Bailey Brothers, book 1 in the Bailey Brothers series. This is like the origin story, whatever. I talked about it here because, like, obviously I'm not going to finish it today, because I think I'm going to go find a movie to watch. But I also think it's going to go, because I feel like I read that it's not, or I feel like I saw somebody talk about it, that it's not like a standalone book. You read this one and then you read the next book, and that's the romance together. So it will probably end up in my like June reading, just to keep them together, if that's how it is. But yeah, that is going to be it for me. I need to go do something about these eyebrows. I need to go do some skincare, because I didn't even do that this morning. And I gotta get ready to go to work tomorrow. But at least it's a short week. At least there's that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.